BIFS307297. Today I'm going to talk about an interview we had interviewed a small business owner in University Utara Malaysia. So for the introduction, I'm going to give a little brief on what is it actually in this report. Okay. For the small business owners in Malaysia face complexities in managing tax, zakat and retirement planning. Clear guidelines are provided to help these entrepreneurs fulfill their financial obligations. This report examines the challenges small business owners encounter as they work to maintain company viability and uphold moral or religious duties. An interview at University Utara Malaysia provided insights. The findings aim to improve the understanding of the intricate link between long-term sustainability, ethical consideration, and financial decision. This study emphasized the significance of zakat payment for Muslim business owners as directed by Allah. By addressing these essential financial planning components, small business owners can safeguard their company's long-term sustainability, demonstrate responsible resource management, and adhere to moral or spiritual commitments. So for now, I am going to give a small background introduction to the person we've interviewed. So his name is Mr. Razali bin Hassan. He is a 37-year-old entrepreneur from Kuala Lumpur, relocated to Kedah to pursue his business goals. Motivated by entrepreneurship, he quit his job to launch Sally Original Recipe, a culinary venture 6 years ago. Sally Original Recipe has quickly expanded and gained recognition for its distinctive local recipe like char kway teow and goreng kunyit, generating an estimated RM1,000 in a daily revenue. The business demonstrated its viability in the regional food sector. Mr. Razali's ability to adapt and understand local market demands has given Sally Original Recipe a competitive edge. The business not only generates income but also enhances the local cuisine scene with innovative recipes. Mr. Razali plans to further grow his business by offering quality, innovative menus. He also aims to engage in social and philanthropic initiative to benefit the local community, showcasing how economic growth can coexist with the social responsibility. Mr. Razali is a role model for aspiring entrepreneurs.
So here you can see the income statement for Mr. Razali's balance sheet that we have done by the data that have been given to us. And here is the result of the balance sheet. Launching his company in 2016, Mr. Razali has regularly complied with his financial requirements by paying zakat. In Islam, paying zakat is a significant custom that signifies one dedication to helping the underprivileged. Mr. Razali is in charge of overseeing his own zakat and pays about 400 each month. He intends to get involved in charitable endeavors in the future, although he does not currently have a specific charity or cause in mind. He maintains a sole proprietorship for his business and fund the necessary business and personal
Mr. Razali bin Hassan has a solid retirement plan to retire at 55 years old. He currently has EPF saving exceeding RM100,000. Other than that, he did not take any takaful protection, but he puts aside RM1,000 monthly for saving. Currently, he has around RM2,000 in his saving account. In total, Mr. Razali retirement saving, combining EPF and personal saving, is expected to be RM300,000. According to the calculation above, Mr. Razali has 15 years to retire. As the years to retire are still a long time, the estimated final annual salary of RM41,750 is obtained to determine the first year's retirement income. Next, the first year of retirement income is ringgit, which is 70% of the last salary estimate of annual production, to support its annual income because of the expectation that some expenses and taxes will be eliminated when the owner retires. Based on the above calculation, Mr. Razali will enter the retirement phase for 28 years, and according to the life table, it is predicted that he will live up to 80 years. As a result, a total of 622,248 ringgit 80 cent needed for retirement was obtained to supplement Mr. Razali's income for the next 28 years. 4% applies only in 1 year of retirement. After then, the amount withdrawn is determined by inflation. The objective is to have a guidelines for retirement spending and to preserve the purchasing power of the 4% that is taken out during the first year of retirement. Mr. Razali is allowed to take out up to 4% of his retirement income in the first year. He has saved 300,000 ringgit, for instance, for his retirement. This sum consists of 100,000 ringgit from his personal EPF and 200,000 ringgit from his personal saving. Using the 4% guideline, he might spend 12,000 ringgit in his first year of retirement. He will have to increase this sum by the inflation rate starting in his second year of retirement. For example, if inflation is 2%, he needs to increase the withdrawal amount to 12,240 ringgit.
So I will explain on the tax planning of Mr. Razali business. So first, we gather the information of his statutory income, which is gross profit of the business, and we deducted the expenses that we need to deduct, such as rental costs, utilities, salaries, and after that, the total income, we will deduct also the tax relief. For these cases, we minus the lifestyle, which is smartphones and Wi-Fi, and a 5-year-old child that Mr. Razali used as her personal relief. So the chargeable income for Mr. Razali is 23,700. So from the amount, we calculated the income tax for the first 20,000, which is 450, and the next 3,700 we times by 3%, that amounting to 111. So the total income tax is 561. However, we need to deduct the rebate, also the tax rebate. So the tax rebate that we need to deduct on Mr. Razali cases is the zakat that he pays for every month, which is 400. So the total tax payable is 161. So based on our tax plan assessment, we have calculated above, Mr. Razali must pay taxes of his business as much as 161 ringgit for the year. So through the fulfillment of his tax and zakat commitments, Mr. Razali shows adherence to legal and religious financial obligations as a Muslim business owner. Alright, so I will explain on the problem identification during the field research that we have conducted. Okay, first, the first problem is the retirement planning. So based on our interview session with Mr. Razali, we noticed that some small business owners do not have a formal retirement plan and rely on their business as their main source of retirement income. So Mr. Razali mentioned he solely relies on the growth of his business, as he expected that his business will continue growing and expand in the next 15 years or even after he has decided to retire. However, the problem is the fluctuating nature of income in small businesses make it difficult to set aside consistent amount for retirement savings. So this issue leaves them vulnerable if the business fails or cannot be sold for a good price, where the businesses may not be able to provide the expected retirement income. So I believe that he need to improve the knowledge about retirement, other retirement planning options such as EPF, private retirement schemes, and annuities that can provide a steady income stream in their retirement. So the second problem is the complexity of LHDN tax payment. So Mr. Razali mentioned that the existing tax system by LHDN is considered too complex, making it difficult for him to fulfill his tax obligations. So a significant issue lies in the unclear tax regulations that small entrepreneurs must face every year to pay their tax annually. So the complex nature of tax laws, coupled with frequent changes, make it challenging for small business owners to keep up with the latest regulations. So Mr. Razali said that he, as the business owner, is often required to navigate through numerous worksheets, collecting and organizing various financial documents. That it is even more struggling for him, as who may not have dedicated financial staff, and this manual and time-consuming process can further complicate the tax payment.
From the interview session, Mr. Razali will have identified some findings that may be improved by him to further improve the effectiveness of business and financial management. Some of the main aspects that require attention are as is additional investment. Despite the fact that Mr. Razali's company is operating profitably, we discover that he does not own any stocks or bonds or even a real estate. Mr. Razali can boost his financial stability and sees more prospect for financial growth by expanding his sources of income through new investment. Maybe in investing in a variety of assets can increase returns and also lower the risk associated with depending solely on one sources of income. Mr. Razali also can be assisted in making prudent investment decisions that align with his risk tolerance by attending a financial seminar or even consulting with an investment expert. The second one is the long-term care management and also an health takaful. We found that Mr. Razali has not made any arrangement for long-term care needs, nor does he have health takaful that will last after retirement. Given that health expenses can rise significantly with age, this is an important factor to take into an account. Mr. Razali can safeguard his health and finances and lower the possibility of unforeseen financial hazards by being proactive in securing health takaful and also making long-term care plans. Mr. Razali and his family may feel more at ease knowing that this takaful is available. The third one is more effective tax planning. Although Mr. Razali filed his personal and business taxes on time, it's possible that he hasn't fully utilized all of the credits and deductions that are available. Mr. Razali can raise the amount of net savings and lawfully lower his tax burden by doing an annual review with a tax professional. One can investigate various tax incentives such as charitable donation, investment incentive, and also deduction for certain business expenses. The company of Mr. Razali can make the best use of its financial resources with more effective tax planning.
Mr. Razali has a monthly saving of around 2,500 ringgit, and we see that there is a room to increase the savings rate or invest part of the savings to get a better return. Reviewing monthly expenses regularly can help Mr. Razali find room for additional savings and reduce unnecessary expenses. Smart expense management is essential to ensure the business remains competitive and Mr. Razali's personal finance remains stable. Perhaps we also discovered that Mr. Razali pays 400 ringgit in zakat each month. However, there might be an opportunity to arrange this payment in a more calculated manner. It is possible to modify the amount of zakat to comply with the Sharia requirement and assist more people in need by accounting for changes in expenses or income. Maybe Mr. Razali could think about working with zakat specialists or regional zakat organizations to create a more thorough and in-depth annual zakat strategy. This will boost his company's social effect in addition to guaranteeing correct zakat payments.
Mr. Razali intends to take part in charitable endeavour in future, creating a concise and well-thought-out corporate social responsibility, which is CSR, plan can benefit the company's reputation and image in addition to benefiting the community. Properly organized CSR initiatives can boost morale among staff members, draw in clients who respect social responsibility, and strengthen linkage with the community. Mr. Razali can begin with a modest charitable endeavour and progressively build it in tandem with the expansion of his business.
So in conclusion, the case study of Mr. Razali's small business highlights the need for comprehensive financial planning in areas like retirement, zakat and tax management. Despite the profitability of his food business, the analysis reveals opportunities for improvement. So one key finding is the need for a more formal retirement plan beyond relying solely on the business future income. So he also needs to diversifying his retirement savings, which can better ensure financial security, and in terms of zakat, working with a specialist to align payments with his evolving situation can enhance the social impact. And the study also identified some of the problem that faced by Mr. Razali, and seeking guidance from tax professional can help navigate regulations and ensure proper planning. So beyond these core areas, this paper also suggests that the finding underscore the importance of holistic financial planning for small business owner to position their business for success while fulfilling the moral and religious obligation, which is zakat and tax planning.